Big brother, it's big brother, it's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother, it's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. I'm past the gravy, bro.
What's happening, fam? What's going on? Pat got caught in a dance. If you're watching the video,
no, it's my goal every week now because Nicole Allison laughs at my dances every week, so now it's my goal to just make her start off with a laugh.
That one.
Oh, I went full on jazz hands.
I like it. I liked it though. Well, hey guys, dig me a hole and throw me in it because Nicole's done with the game, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And hey, she was gonna continue with passion and grace or whatever the fuck she said if she stayed, but she's 41. I don't know if you guys know that, and I can't believe they got a 41-year-old detective.
Hey, she ain't gonna turn 42 inside the house.
She will not be. She will not be.
Would she have?
I don't know.
I
mean, you're 41, so you do turn. She will turn 42, assuming things don't go poorly.
So that's the twist.
She what she had was bad detective skills.
Todd wants to know if we knew she was a cop for 10 years. I do believe that
your mom says she loves you.
A couple of times.
Yeah, I know. It was really sweet.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too, Miss Middleton.
Podcast tonight. This is podcast number 5 this week for me. So not to brag, but I've done a lot of content. 5 morning shows this week. I'm going to do 5 podcasts. Just content king right now.
It's your job.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're doing this for fun.
But
nobody else says, "Hey, I showed up to work 5 times this week, and then I also did my side gig."
Right, but
that's what but that's what you just said.
I'm doing 5 side gigs though, so shout out to me.
Just a girl boss over there.
Just a girl boss. I'm boss day. I'm not a detective though. I'm not a detective, and I'm not 41, and apparently that means you're smarter.
Apparently not.
It's not because Nicole went home and everybody else didn't go home. But like, buy me a fucking plane ticket, or I don't know, pack my bags, whatever the fuck Daniel was saying. I wish that you could just tell them, like, I wish you could just tell them that, like, Daniel, you're not a liked person by most of the house, by most of the people in what was it, Bernie? What was it? In America? Is he one of the most liked people in the house? No, it was not. And shout out to Alyssa. She dropped in America. I don't know. I'm a girl in love.
I've never been more ashamed of a draft pick than I am of Daniel.
Hey, I speaking of our fantasy Big Brother draft, I now have 3 of my 4 out of the house already.
So you're me.
Total point. I have Jasmine left, so not feeling great. I'll get fifth. So
you now officially have the worst draft of all time.
No, I think yours last year was pretty bad. I think you had like 4 of the first 6 out.
No, well, I had the first 2, and then I stopped paying attention.
You almost had nobody make jury from yours.
Yeah, no. But I mean, not just Big Brother. I mean, you have the worst draft of all time.
Pooch,
Major League Baseball draft, basketball draft, football draft. Your draft is the worst draft.
Pat still has Daniel, Taylor, Indy, and Kyle. Chris has Monty, Michael, Joseph, and Brittany left. And then Emma only has Amira out of hers.
How did Chris, not there, get the best picks?
Well, because we drafted with integrity. We drafted with integrity. I drafted Monty for him because he was the best one available.
Yeah.
And then we were like, you know what? I had them on my list here. Here you go. And he got 2 picks, and we were gentlemen. But also, if Chris wins this year, then we technically also won. So
yeah, it's a joint effort for all of you.
We're gonna take credit for it.
I am nothing if not a man of integrity.
Right, but I will take credit if Chris wins.
It's not much integrity, but what I have, I hold on to.
Yeah. Josh Tree says, I'm not a meteorologist. That's about 15 times the amount of podcasts, I guess, that Rod did. I don't know about that. Ashley says that Daniel's going to go home next week because everyone won't want to deal with him. Ashley, I would disagree with you. I think now you hang on to Daniel. We kind of talked about this a little bit last night. It's like, nobody's going to vote for him to win. Like, you drag Daniel. You drag Jasmine now. You just let them fucking hang out for a little bit.
My buddy actually made a good point about Daniel, though. Just making himself the villain so that you put him on the block and he's guaranteed to be able to fight for his freedom rather than being a backdoor.
I don't think that they would take that risk. He's won an HOH and a veto.
But everyone hates him so much. Like, dude, you're on the block. Get the fuck out of here. If he makes everyone hate him so much that they put him up, he can't be backdoored. He has a chance to fight for his freedom.
I don't think they would do that. I understand what you're saying.
It's a strategy. I don't know if it's a strategy that's going to work, but even though he's on my team, I fucking hate him and I want him gone.
Yeah, he's
Courtney on our.
Does jury start? Oh, sorry.
Jury starts at 12, right?
It's the last person in the jury is 3, so it's usually 9 in jury plus.
How long? How many evictions do we have until jury? Is what I'm saying.
So okay, so yeah, you're right. 11 because there's 2 left. Okay, no, that makes sense.
Watching people do live math is great,
but yeah, we're not great at it. You're a fucking teacher, though, Allison, so you should know these things.
Look, you're right.
You're not
right.
in the school. You're preseason teaching right now.
Yeah, my preseason is ending, and I'm
the teacher right to Big Brother.
I sure did.
But seriously though, how many evictions do we have until jury? Because I don't know.
This was 4.
So that means maybe we have a double eviction coming up soon.
I just need an answer to my question because I really don't know.
I think it's 2.
So 2 more. So 2 more people go out until jury, or the second person that goes out will be in jury.
Oh my God!
Oh, you guys are the Big Brother experts. I'm just the jackass that watches the show and doesn't know what happens.
Numbers.
This has nothing to do with being an expert. Okay, so that would be 4.
9 voters at the end, including 3.
9, 10, 11. We already have 4. That's 15. So it seems like
this is embarrassing for both of you.
No, it's not. This is called modeling a think aloud and using my built-in manipulative.
Okay, if 9 people go, that means 6 have to be out before we get there, or the 6th person would be in. 5 people have to go beforehand because there's 16.
Yeah,
no,
so
that math is wrong.
This is eviction 4.
If there's a double next week, then the first person's out. The double starts jury.
That's usually they usually do the double.
7 have to go. 7 have to go beforehand. I just did the hand math.
No.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 makes it in. 9 is the 8th person.
So who are they voting for then? Who are they voting between?
Fight about this, guys. We don't need to fight about this. Hey, look, Pat was a cop.
This is the most interesting episode we've ever fucking done because we're trying to do math and we're all idiots.
But yeah, if you're listening,
I hope you don't teach math, Allison.
No, I legit do. You're doing this wrong. There's a final 2, right?
Yeah, you're not.
And then there are 9 people in jury. Yeah. So 2 plus 9 is 11.
Oh, 11. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the 2. Like I said, I'm an idiot. I'll own it.
But if you're listening to this, you can go join us right after each episode, about 20 minutes.
5 have to go then.
And go follow us or subscribe to our YouTube, Pass Grady Bro, and then like us on Facebook. We go live there. In the chat, Courtney did Daniel say, as a fan, this game is trash? Yes, he did. And then Nicole also has said, I don't believe it was aired, but she's never watching this game again. Although
bullshit.
Knowing Nicole goes home already, like, she did kind of change her tune. Like, you can tell they're like, look, I feel like they're like, America may not love you like you think they're going to love you. And maybe, I don't know. She seemed so like dressed up for it when she was like talking to Julie. It was like she was giving good answers, even though like I feel like she would not have given these answers if you had asked her last night.
Would you say she maybe was giving pageant answers?
Absolutely, which is funny because that would have got her on the block earlier in the season.
Yeah, production has been telling her for who knows how long that the perception of her is not good. That is why in the episode they I think tried to make it look like when she was like sobbing in the room that was because she was like, oh, my integrity, I have to throw a comp. But it was because she just got out of the DR where production was like, hey, you've got to stop. You're a bad person right now.
Chill out. Just chill out a little bit.
And that's why she was crying, because she was like, They said I'm a bad person, but I really hate her.
They really pieced it together nicely, though.
Why do people hate me for erratically hating somebody that has done nothing except a crazy woman hated her off the bat and I ran with it?
Look, I will continue to play with humility and grace if you keep me in this game, is what she said in her eviction speech.
She's done neither of those the whole season.
But then also last night,
she was saying it.
She has shown no humility and no grace. Every time she's been on camera all season, it's been, dude, everyone else is so stupid. I know what's going on. And the vote evicts your friend. What?
And last night and today, she was still like, I mean, I name one person I've talked shit about in this house. Like, it was like Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor. And you said don't trust Nicole.
Literally,
you said,
who else
Kyle.
was
You said don't.
Daniel.
He is Nicole.
Just about everybody.
I mean, don't trust Allison. Alyssa.
That's me.
Alyssa. Don't trust Michael. There's like 5 people you could count just off the top of your head that she's talked shit about.
If that gets
Raimundo.
Yeah,
Raimundo says, I really wish that they would have showed Turner taking Jazz's muffin. We're going to get to Muffin Gate here in a second, buddy. Don't you worry.
If they show it, it's going to be on Sunday's episode for sure.
I am very excited about Muffin Gate. It may be dare I say Muffin Gate's the most exciting part of the season so far? It's been a very exciting season, honestly.
Did Muffin Gate make me reconsider who my favorite in the house is? Maybe.
Did I buy same with me. Did I also buy muffins today? Yes, I did.
Really? What kind?
I did. Blueberry.
Oh.
It's the goat of muffins, I would argue.
Yeah, there's no better muffin than blueberry.
I didn't know if you were trying to really recreate the muffins in the house. They were orange chocolate.
Well, that's hard to find at one of the grocery stores. Blueberry's always there.
The little minis for breakfast tomorrow. Fucking 2 bags.
That's barely a muffin. You got to get the full muffin. That's
like 6 muffin. Mini muffins makes 1 big muffin.
Yeah, but then you eat 12 of them, and it's like you ate 4 muffins.
Nope, that's not how that math works.
I know. I'm just saying.
6 equals.
Eat 1 big muffin and be full for 9 hours.
We're not great at math here on this.
No, I caught that one.
I knew my math was wrong on that, but if you eat a bunch of small ones, it's bullshit.
We're
kind of jumping all around on tonight's podcast because, they teased it up nice. They made it seem like, oh no, maybe it's not Nicole going home, but it was Nicole going home the entire time. On the podcast last night, before the spoilers, were just like, it's Nicole going home.
They said it in the edit on yesterday, so it wasn't a spoiler. It was just known.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the way that they did all this. Just some stuff that I wrote down. Really, the big thing other than Nicole going home, and I thought she gave Julie a pretty good interview. Just she was very pageanty though. She looked a lot better on her interview, and then Taylor just Rihanna'd the fuck out of her, and then she's holding both of her hands, and I was like, you can't be mad. She was a good sport about that. Okay, yeah. I want her to be proud of her. And Daniel though, picked up the slack on that, where it was just Daniel looked like he just smelled a fart the whole fucking time. It was I'm gonna hang out with these guys. Well, hold on.
You can't all share it, guys.
Stop it.
These guys.
Stop
Daniel.
You need a bad bleach job.
You can't all share the prize, guys.
There's only one check.
She did blow up though.
She did.
Her interview was fine and pageanty, and she took it on the chin and whatever.
Right, but it was the opposite of what I expeced her to do.
But she knew what was coming. When she realized in the house on the feeds, she blew up. There was I posted on my Instagram story earlier that it was a work day, so that meant I could watch the feeds. I jinxed it. I watched no feeds today. Could not watch any. So I was scrolling through Twitter trying to watch the videos on there and stay as caught up as I could. And that's how I know about Muffin Gate. And somebody posted a video where she was screaming and crying, and they said she was throwing up. She was so upset, and Joseph was just sitting out there laughing. and I don't know if she actually threw up, but like she did blow up in the way that we expected. It was just before it was on camera.
It would have been better if it was a blindside, and you can tell, like,
Yeah.
you saw kind of everybody, like, I get what they're doing too, because like Monty and like the leftovers are like, we gotta kind of, you know, keep
They
this
have to
going,
hide
and
their
like,
numbers.
and I mean, really, like, it's the smart move for the long run,
Yeah.
because like, yeah, you like, yeah, we're the fucking leftovers, bitches, like, get the fuck out of here. But like, Monty's like, look, I just, you know, she was telling me these things. He's trying to plant some seeds, and he goes to Jazz's dumbass and gets her to fucking go spread the word to everybody else. And like she does, oh my God, dig me a hole and put me in it. I'm on the wrong side of this dang house every goddamn time I find out there's stuff going on in the dang house. I'm like a tractor on Sunday. Nobody's talking to me.
I did not miss the fake accent in the diary room.
It's hilarious that they just let her get away with it. It's like, you should have to either make her all the time
or none of the time. Yeah.
They still work in one of those phrases every single time. They're still using the Frenchie Rolodex that they came up with. Like, they were like, yo, dude, this Frenchie guy, we're going to have so many farmer fucking puns all the fucking summer. And they're like, oh, shit, he's gone week 2. All right, well, maybe we'll get somebody country soon. And they're like, Jasmine, we got a lot of puns for her. Let's bring her in.
I don't know.
Southern
She was coming up with them. Like, she was thinking of them actively. She was trying to think of them on the feeds. I don't think she's being fed a lot of them.
And then she was also trying to figure out who stole her goddamn muffin today. We're still going to get to that. Just teasing Muffin Gate more. We had the Kyle, Alyssa. Kyle was too bricked up, as Allison said in our group chat earlier today. He was too bricked up to get out of the shower, had to take a cold shower, and it was basically like, God, think about baseball. God, think about somebody snoring. Like, I got such a boner right now. Like, can't get out of the shower. I was like, shout out to CBS for getting a little edgy with this.
Did they use an eggplant emoji, or did I imagine
I didn't see it.
I thought when he was like, they drew like the cartoon of what he was thinking while he was in the shower, and I could have sworn they used an eggplant emoji at one point, and I was like,
needs to run that back and look at it. But he definitely did baseball, and I know baseball's always the go-to. Like, just think about baseball. And, you know,
what if there was Nicole chopping up cucumbers?
Yeah, it was baseball, Terrence snoring, and then just Nicole cooking. I was like, why the fuck is that one of them?
Because A, it's Nicole, and B, she's chopping a phallic-shaped well, that's what.
Oh, that makes sense. I was just thinking, oh, that's food.
Like
food
like
makes
a
me
wiener. A peep.
I get it. Like a peep.
Like a peep.
That's what we refer to those as on this show. But it was funny, like, I mean, for a show that like on CBS, which we'll get to the fact that CSI is back. Did you guys realize that after the show is over? Like,
yeah, because it started playing.
Yeah, I was like, that's that guy. Like, I used to see that in high school. It's crazy that guy's back. I mean, maybe it's been on forever, but I just didn't realize
CSI
that.
has never been off the air. There's like 9 CSIs.
No, but like Las Vegas had, is it Grissom? Was his name?
I don't know.
The gray hair guy. The gray hair guy.
Dude, we're 3 years away from CSI Pasadena. They're just looking for fucking towns to put that shit in.
Are you talking about the guy that is in like the CSI meme with the sunglasses? Like, was like, yeah.
No, that's Horatio. That's Horatio. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that.
Well, they did find a body that was in like a pit that was burned, and it's like, I was like, dude, Horatio would have such a better line. He'd like, I guess you could say his goose was cooked. And then the best.
That was beautiful. It was a beautiful rendition.
The whole bit we did on Passive Gravy. If you guys watch that, you would. It's a bit. It's a whole bit. But yeah, on a CBS like primetime show that just basically like, they are horny as fuck. Like, because Alyssa was just like, oh my God, I just think he's so hot. It's so hot that he saved me from the video. And he's like, I had to take a cold shower. He's like, get out of here. I've got too much of a boner to get out of there.
I won't be able to leave.
Yeah, and like I saw that his mom had tweeted that she was not watching the feeds because of what they were
Yeah.
doing, and it's like, well, CBS is gonna make sure that you know anyways. And I don't know.
Your
Good
son's
for
dick
them.
is hard right now in the shower.
Your son is fucking bricked up.
They were on the little couch by the bumper pool table the other day. I don't know. I have no sense of time. And she walked away first, and then he stood up afterwards. And it was just the biggest gesture, most obvious, like the largest gross motor skill movements you could make of like a full arm windmill and like squat.
Yeah.
To use his old waistband again.
Man, I just had a flashback to like freshman through junior year.
Apparently for Alex, what's this junior high? Is that what he said?
I don't know, guys. Just trying to be cool. I was trying to fit in.
I guess I should say 7th grade through now. Through now. Yeah. That's 7th grade through now every time I stand up. Yeah.
It was harder than doing math on a podcast. That's what Raimundo says.
Raimundo wins. Best one of the season.
Give me a week or two and I will be back to doing math normal.
Yeah. She's gonna teach kids how to do that shit. Yeah, it was interesting. And I've also liked it on the feeds, like Kyle and Alyssa go to the storage room to make out, and they get really frustrated that people walk in while they're making out in the storage room. And it's like, it's the storage room. That's a very common area. Like, why don't you just go in the kitchen too if you don't want to like it's where everybody goes to get shit. They get food there. They get all kinds of things there. Like they go make out in the bathroom then, and then be like, oh shit, you guys gotta go piss and shit too? No way.
Joseph with the door. When he was like,
upstairs in that bathroom.
I'm gonna close the door, and then he flicks the blinds. Joseph is my new favorite player. He's he's a dick. I
like him a lot.
I love that they have those blinds though. They had those blinds this season, because sometimes they just had the door that would slide. That was cool. Remember whatever season it was, they had the phone booth. It was like the Chinatown on the outside where the golf room is, was the Chinatown. And then the other room, the car bedroom now, was like the British room, and it was like a red phone booth.
That was Paul's season, because Kevin was in that British room.
I mean, just the fact though that the blinds open from the outside is so good.
I don't know. I remember the dumbest stuff about Big Brother House thing.
The most worthless trivia.
Yeah, which is like, it's never even gonna be trivia because it's so stupid. But I'm like, dude, no, that was a cooler house when they had the turf from this, and like I've remembered in other seasons where I'm like, that was from Celebrity Big Brother. They're using that coffee table, but it's just upstairs by the pool table. That's why. It's like, why do I remember that? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Just weird things about the houses. I mean, some things I remember that are great, like when Rockstar got stuck on the climbing wall.
Which was like 10 feet tall.
Well, also
just jump down. Just jump down. You're
just
fine.
Rappel, girl. Just rappel.
There's literally you have a rope holding you. Like they can lower you down. It's fine. They can also spin the couch around, and you can just fall on the couch. Like you're gonna be fine.
So many options.
Hey, just settle down. Her daughter has a birthday this year, okay?
Or get back on the wall.
Hey,
climb back down.
It's her daughter's birthday year, right? Chill out.
I will not.
How dare you?
I will not.
How dare you? Yeah, this is all like, I mean, this is a pretty open shut case of like an eviction tonight. And I mean, I appreciate that they didn't even try and like start an HOH to just like, and we started here. We'll talk to you guys on Sunday. Like, I'm curious to find out what the HOH is. I didn't really have anything else to add other than like the 9-1 vote. We just kind of saw that it wasn't a blindside like we thought. Daniel did stay true to his word that he was going to vote for Nicole.
Andy was a shock.
Not really. I don't think so. If you watch feeds,
she flipped pretty early in the day, I want to say, on the feeds in the store.
It's where the Jasmine kind of runs Indy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like and we're not in the house, so we aren't able to see from all angles. Like they're not able to see from all angles, but it's like, I feel like if you're trusting that Jasmine is giving you the best information, you're fucked.
Oh. That's fair.
Right? Like that's
Does
the
she
last
know
person
that?
besides Daniel that I probably want giving me information.
Which
And now Indy.
I gotta ask, which do you think was funnier? The obvious anger of Nicole when Julie was talking to her when the wall went up and showed who were in these 7, because she was like, no, like I knew, but like when it popped up, you could see in her face she was fucking angry seeing who was in there. Or when it went back in the house and Daniel goes, you can't all share it.
Well, Daniel had been doing that all day. Like I texted our
Yeah.
group chat where he had been like,
See, you
and like
feeds
he
people
kind of
fucking
called out
funny.
Michael by name. He was like, "Well, Michael, there's our winner. There goes our winner." And I was like, I wish Michael would just fucking punch him in the nose right now.
Right.
Like, fuck you. There goes our winner. He's like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Quit blowing up my spot, Daniel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
apparently
your little
he's
fucking fake ponytail and just
Oh.
punch you in the face.
it's a little knob. Apparently he's been blowing up on people all day because Taylor said something about how at least she's not the only one he's yelled at now.
It's just lashing out. Yeah. Fuck that
He's a
guy.
dick.
I don't think he should be the next to go just because I think that no one is going to vote for him in jury. And like he will be a bitter juror, but it's like if it's all your alliance, then like unless you're Taylor, I don't think you really have anything to worry about. And I
Then
think
who
Yeah.
can get out?
person. Indy. You just get out Indy because I don't know how Indy's gonna go in jury.
That makes me think of when Brittany was like, I don't want her in jury. What is she gonna do? Look at the moon to decide who wins?
Indy is kind of a wild card, and it's like Jasmine could also, and maybe Jasmine, get out Jasmine. She's not a wheel. She's not got a scooter anymore.
I think
She can't
Kyle
get the Gimpy card. She's got a cane. She's a grandma now. So like,
Yeah, but
Kyle and
I-
Alyssa, I think, want to keep Indy around to jury so
Yeah.
that when they both go in the jury house, they have a sex coach in the house with them.
yeah,
a built-in
not a
jumper
bad
for their
theory.
soaking.
Yeah. Like, and that was the best because when Alyssa was like, he's such a good kisser, and I know from some spoilers that I've heard from you guys that she said he's a very sloppy kisser. So it's
Maybe
like
she likes that.
maybe she likes a lot of saliva. Yeah.
Maybe she's
Shame on
into
this
just
podcast.
a spitty face.
Speaking of live feeds, Raimundo says, "Thank you, Allison, for all of the feed
Mhm.
updates." Almar,
Sorry they didn't happen today.
What are the numbers on your? What is your Instagram? That you
I'm
can
pretty sure
follow
it's
Allison?
I'm pretty sure it's Almar7490.
And then also just follow Pastor Gravy Bro at Pastor Gravy Bro, and then in our stories you can see Allison's. We always repost them, and then just go follow Allison from there as well. But Allison always posts fucking fire updates on the feeds, and it's like a Cliff Notes version of the feeds. You're like, oh shit, I didn't get to watch today. Like I got a bunch of stuff I got to do this weekend. I am very excited about your feeds updates because I'm like, oh, tight, got it down. So yeah, go follow
to
us
not have
and
anything
Allison
to do this weekend
on
except
Instagram.
watch the feeds.
I wish I could watch the feeds. I'm very interested to see who wins H2H right now, and like that, just so many things could unfold this weekend. But that's pretty much the episode. I feel like that we've covered. We can get into some spoilers, which aren't really spoilers that I feel like are going to be shown. They're probably going to be shown on Sunday's episode, but it's like they're not game spoilers because we don't know who wins H2H. So if you don't want to know anything that might be on a future episode that is not game related, then tune out. And we also made this cool like spoiler alert thing that I'm going to play just because. So this is your time to tune out if you don't want the spoilers that aren't really spoilers, but if you do want them, just hang out through this.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
So the big story today was Muffingate. Muffingate went down today, and oh my god, Jasmine has been on slop for a week, and I thought she was gonna die going into it, but apparently she just eats a lot of sugar-coated pickles. Like that's her thing.
Yeah, that's all she's been eating.
Which is not slop, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Jackson ate entire apples, and we just let that go. And I was like,
he ate a whole watermelon. An entire
he was
watermelon.
in the shower, right? He would just
that was so funny.
the shower.
Like, you're in the shower, and it's like, we saw you holding apples. What do you do?
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, they don't penalize it anymore. It's bullshit.
I mean, they do sometimes. Like they.
Audrey in her season got a penalty.
In her season, I don't even know who that was because that was before I watched it. I've been watching for
She was
4
17.
years.
Middleton, I know that.
She was 17.
So that was longer than 4 years ago, where
Right,
I've
wasn't
never
she?
seen.
I think so.
In the time I've been watching, I think I started watching in 20.
Matt,
I've never seen somebody penalized for cheating on slop, and for
Matt,
4 years.
Serial Matt in Paul's season, the one that hung out with Raven and then like cooked after with like he like washed his hands and then used the same towel that he used for like wiping the jizz off of his hands on it. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, we've gone 4 years, 4 seasons with 0 repercussions for cheating on slop.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part they stick to it, so you don't really have to penalize them.
Jackson didn't.
Jackson was an asshole.
Jasmine didn't. Right there. There's 2 that are obviously. She's
Jasmine
doing it.
ate
like-
approved things.
No, I'm sorry. If you have to be on slop, I think all you can eat is slop. You can't eat pickles.
Right, but you don't make the rules.
Yeah, you don't
and
make the
they
rules
do.
though, and she's
But
following the rules.
what's the point of slop if you're allowed to eat other things with slop?
Okay,
Because most people
surviving
don't
off
do
of
what Jasmine
pickles
did.
for a week doesn't sound great. I mean, I love pickles.
They're very
She made
Remember
hydrating.
it used to be
She made me want to
peanut
go
butter
buy
and jelly
pickles.
sandwiches.
Huh?
What's
It used
what's
to
the
be-
point
it
of?
used to be PB and J's? Like you could only eat
Yeah.
PB and J's.
I'd be
And
fine
that
with
one
that.
guy did that for the entire summer though, and then he didn't win, but like he had to only eat PB and J for.
Yeah,
however
he
long.
got it wasn't a punishment that he had to do it the whole summer, was it? He like took something.
It was
for
it was that punishment comp or whatever it was, where it's like you could win the veto or you win whatever it is, but this is the penalty you got to do.
thought he
or
got,
something
like,
that.
I thought it was one of those things where it was like, if you could take this $5,000, but you'll also
Maybe
have
it
to-
was. It might have been. It was a long ass time ago, but it
I would
used
do
to be
that.
just peanut butter and jelly.
Was
And it's
it
like
6 in the pressure cooker? Was it one of the things in the pressure cooker?
it may have been.
I
I
don't
remember
remember.
Chicken George did slop for an entire summer, and then he didn't make it very far.
No,
But like
well,
that was when it was slop by then.
But like, why
it
even
was
keep
Chicken George
slop?
and that was 6.
Why even keep slop if you're not going to hold to it?
It may have been Chicken George then.
It might have been.
I don't know.
I
because
see
slop is-
penalties.
They got rid of like
thing, or just they're rarely on the feet, or not the feet. They're
they
very
used
rare.
to have the
I
luxury
can't talk.
comps. They used to have all the have-not competitions where if you were last, like that was fun, and I liked that. I do like that they still sort of have it. Like I think it's funny you get to sleep on a float. I think that's
Yeah, it's
really
like-
funny to me, and
Yeah.
it ruined people's day. Like Indy thought like it was like she was at a fucking concentration camp, having to sleep on a fucking pool
Yeah.
float. It's like people do that every fucking weekend. Like just relax a little bit. But then like there were some like I think Derek's season in season 16, it was like there were ice blocks and they kept the room as cold as you could possibly make it.
Yeah.
And they only got those like space blankets. And it was like a very cold block of ice type thing that they had to sleep on. And then I like the dentist chairs because that like kind of made you
Wasn't there one that was an airplane and it was just like
that was season 15. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
an
it was-
airplane hangar or like a terminal.
it was like an
so
airport, and
you-
so it was like the seats
You had to like lay
at,
across three
like a
seats.
gate, yeah, with arms in the middle and everything.
You had to like, yeah, you could either sleep like that, and then there were a couple that you could like lift the arms up and you had to like
Yeah.
sleep across 3 chairs. So it's like you had to bend your legs and everything. And it was like, it should be something that makes you uncomfortable. And yeah,
The
like a fucking
bumper
floaty.
cars.
The bumper cars were tight. Was it
Yeah.
Dan's season? One of Dan's seasons where it was like the weird like trippy room, and it was like
The black and white.
Yeah, it was just black and white, and like none of the stuff was even, and it was all kind of
Yeah,
rounded.
it was
And
like
so,
a
like, you had to
slanted
kinda sleep
and curved
like a
surface.
cat. Yeah, you had to like sleep
Yeah.
like a cat, kind of like.
Pat,
I
you
always
look
got like that.
really interested in what we're saying.
But that's like a
No,
fun
no,
part
that
of
all
have-nots.
sounds
Like,
way
you should
better
have
than
to-
what they do now.
Yeah,
Have
I
nots
do
now. It's
tonight.
like you have to sleep on a cushion that's slightly too small.
But like that's what, like this season's is like it's actually sort of a have not because like it I mean it's like they're mini air mattresses, so it's like not that bad. But like what was the one when they had camp comeback? It's like, oh no, I have to sleep on a cot. Like that's a fucking
something
bed.
everybody sleeps on. What?
I just
Yeah.
I just want it to be
It's
like
bad.
have slop, and if you get caught cheating, you're slop again next week. And then the week after, like every time you get caught cheating, you're like, oh, by the way, you're just on slop. Production, yell at them, be like, oh, you're eating a pickle? Stop it. You're on slop.
I think that they should either go back so that it's like a little more uncomfortable and
get
like
rid
you're
of slop.
saying, or just get rid of it altogether because it's
No, I
funny
like it. I like
feeds.
the aspect of somebody being annoyed. Yeah, on feeds, it's great being like Jazz is like, I'm just gonna stay up until 2:00 so I can eat whatever the heck I want. And she was so excited for these fucking muffins. We're gonna circle back to Muffin Gate. She was so excited for these muffins because she stayed up until midnight LA time last night to eat. And everybody was there. I'm just probably gonna go to bed. And she's like, "Oh, what are you talking about? I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna eat." And then she was like, "I'm hungry, so I might just wait and then I'll eat." And it's like nobody fucking cares, Jazz. Nobody fucking cares. And she made a whole big deal about it. And then she had these muffins today that she was really excited about it. But she was just chitting and chatting upstairs. And Turner did like the most Jim Halperty like. I'm looking at I think I posted it on our Instagram stories. If you want to go follow Pastor Grady Bro. But like
into that camera.
Just like looks at the camera and like I didn't realize what he was doing because I watched it in real time. I was like, what is he up to? Like, I thought because like they've been doing a lot of really bad pranks or trying to do pranks this season, and it's not fun. I'm really glad that the show hasn't really aired any of it because they're terrible. But it's like. I thought that was what he was.
I just watched it. I just watched Turner's face. It's so good.
Yeah, there's nobody there, but like Turner looks at the camera, does this like goofy look, and then goes and takes like a fork, opens Jasmine's little bag she had it out on the kitchen table, and like
there's still 2 muffins in there. What is she complaining about?
Well,
no, he
one
ate
and a portion.
Yeah, it was the half muffin, and I was watching some of the clips where he was like talking to the camera, and he was like, "Do I do it? Is it funny or is it mean?"
She still has muffins to eat. I thought you were saying he ate all of her muffins. She still has muffins.
You would have thought somebody murdered her best friend.
She went full McGruff the crime dog on this shit.
Who ate?
Oh my God! Who took my muffin?
She was hiding behind
part of my muffin?
Couches.
Yeah, it was.
That makes
great.
me hate her
and
even more.
Wasn't she in the HOH room when he did it?
I don't know, but he was alone down there.
I feel like she was in the HOH room where there is a camera that you can watch people doing
things. In the kitchen.
So like, that's like one of the first cameras they always look at. Like, she could have seen it.
No.
And she didn't. And it's like, you just were not paying attention. That's what happened. She said she was showering, is what Mundo says. Well, okay. She may have been showering, but still,
for the first time
he still left her muffins. She still had muffins.
Yeah, that's why it's like not that bad. It's just funny.
I was looking forward to 2 muffins, and I had only 1 3/4 of a muffin. Right now, I'm angrier than a tornado.
I'm basically starving to death.
That's so good. It's so
dig
funny.
me a hole and put me in it.
And
I'm gonna die of starvation.
He's not said any. He didn't tell her that he did it. Right?
That was the best part of it. Is that like he didn't? He wasn't like, haha, gotcha. Like he's gonna just go until like they rewatch the season and like fucking. It was Turner. It was that son of a bitch Turner, which is why I sort of hope Jasmine is the first person on jury, so she doesn't know. And then drives me a little bit crazy.
I just keep rewatching it. He literally pulls a fork out, looks at the camera, smiles, goes ha 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 ha, and taps the fork against his hand like 4 times. Like,
yeah, no, he was.
I'm a mischievous little boy.
When he was talking to the camera, he was like, "Oh God, I don't know if I should do it." And then he was like, "All right, production, if you think I should do it, move the camera over there for a second." And it happened.
Well, then the camera kept flashing, like they would zoom into Jasmine's picture on the memory wall, and then they would zoom into the muffin, and then they would zoom in to Jasmine's picture, and then to the muffin. It was like when Jasmine was interrogating everybody. It was like, this is fucking hilarious if you're watching the quad.
Oh, that better be a 20-minute part of next Sunday's episode. I don't care. I want them to drag that out as long as possible.
Who knows? The feeds aren't up.
Yeah, they're not up right now because they're probably doing HOH. But Todd's
but
boss
it's
says,
a long
"Is
competition.
Jazzy gonna be worse than how shitty Daniel is going to be for the next week?" I don't know. I don't think so. Daniel just seems like he's gonna be just a powder the entire time.
He's just a miserable human.
I feel like we hate
He's a
Jasmine
sourpuss.
more just because Jasmine has a little bit of like standing in the house, according to some people. Like,
I might actually hate Daniel.
It's
more now.
ironic because she has a fucked up ankle and she's standing.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Now she's on a cane.
I cannot get over how terrible she is. I saw a fucking comparison of her and she was in like the blanket and the cane in the bathroom, and somebody put it next to like one of the foxes from the Disney's Robin Hood. The bigger, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Oh my god.
Accurate. I mean, I really know. Like, I feel like we're just kind of rambling around now about stuff that's happening on the feeds. But like Muffingate, like there's no way they don't show it. It's gonna be showed on Sunday's episode probably, like Allison said. But look forward to that and just go like hashtag Muffingate. That's all Twitter was today. Like that was the biggest thing that happened. Like nobody was trying to save Nicole. It was a foregone conclusion that Nicole was going home as of like last night, and so Muffingate just stole the show, and that's what I was all about today. I've never cared more about muffins than I do right now in my life. My entire life, I've never cared more about muffins than right now.
I bet he was looking at those muffins and just thinking, "You look so good right now."
There you go. I like that. We also didn't get into this last night, but a big conversation that broke out in the house was, this is Pass the Gravy adjacent, since this is a Pass the Gravy type podcast. Are there more wheels or more doors in this world?
I have a very firm stance on this. I didn't see this conversation on the feeds. What were most of them saying?
I believe doors won in the long run, but Nicole was very set on wheels.
Ah, man.
I'm team door.
It might have been vice versa. But then they were like, you pull out a drawer, drawers have wheels. And I was like, fuck you. No.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
I don't think that like a wheel is something you drive on.
No.
Count those all you want. I'm still team door.
A wheel is a circular object that spins on an axle.
Apartment buildings, hotels.
Dude, even think about
elevators in hotels.
Not only all of that shit, but go and then start thinking about third world countries where they don't have cars and all that kind of shit. They still have fucking doors.
Yeah, there's more.
They still have wheelbarrows and shit. They've got tires. Like there are wheels.
There are tires.
Okay.
Let's say it's a poor little village and they have 3 wheelbarrows.
Says cabinet doors. You're forgetting about
they still every home. Every home is going to have at least one door. And if it's a very poor small village, they might have 2 or 3 wheelbarrows.
1, 2, 3.
That's at least one door to every home. Multiple doors mostly. I've got 2 doors in the room I'm sitting in right now.
I'm just saying.
I think I have at least 13 doors, including cabinet doors, and I didn't even think about my other bathroom. Or I have at least 15 doors in my apartment.
There are more wheels than that. My internet is really bad right now. I keep freezing.
I'm just saying.
We can still hear you. That's all that matters.
Yeah. We can hear you. But so that means all of my neighbors have at least like 15 doors.
Plus, think about this too.
Of things.
Think about this too. Every car that you have
has doors.
You're going to have at least 2 doors. Most of them 4.
And 4 wheels.
But most of them are all. So even those ones where you have 4 wheels, you're still getting at least two doors on that. Most of them still 4. So you're actually cutting down on the number of wheels.
In so many things.
A trunk is a door.
Oh.
Hold on. Say that again, Allison.
I think I just said no. I told you my internet's really bad right now.
No, that's cool. Hey, a trunk is still a door.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Yeah, it is. You open it.
No, that's
you open it to a new area.
A chest,
that's a door.
A chest is a door.
No, a trunk is more like a lid than a door.
Hold on.
No,
if you're gonna count the wheels inside of cabinet drawers as a door, you have to count trunks as a door.
False.
Thank you.
Wheels inside cabinet Wheels inside drawers are still circular objects that spin on an
Can you
axle.
drive
That
them?
is the
Can you
definition.
drive on them? No, you can't.
That's
I'm-
not what. When the wheel was invented, were
What
there
is
cars?
The idea, the Flintstones invented the wheel, so yes.
Door definition: a hinge, sliding, or revolving
Don't matter.
barrier at the entrance to a building, room, or vehicle in the framework of a cupboard. Oh, so cabinets just became doors too by the definition.
That's what I said. I said I have 15 doors in my apartment alone, and then my
Nobody
neighbor.
said
on-
cabinets didn't count. I'll give you cabinets. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying a trunk. No, that does not.
Hold on. A hinge, sliding, or revolving barrier at the entrance to a room, building, or vehicle. Okay, the trunk is a hinged barrier in a vehicle. That fucking counts. It's literally in the definition. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Webster.
mad
This is
at
on
you.
you. This is on you for picking the wrong one, Allison.
No,
I'm sorry.
I didn't pick the wrong one. Think about
picked
the
the wrong
wheels,
one.
circular objects that spin on axles.
There are more doors than wheels.
In the when you in the hood,
Insanity.
in the fucking not in necessarily in the engine, but like all the stuff.
The Pollyanna says the hood of a car is also a door.
It's wheels.
The hood of a car is also a door.
You know what? I'm not even going to count those. But yeah,
Todd
the
asked when is a
Empire-
door not a door, and the answer
when
is
is a
when
door
it's a
not
jar.
when it doesn't have a hinge?
When it's a jar.
Well, a
The
jar is
Empire
a jar.
State Building.
A jar means open.
The
No,
Empire
jar is
State Building has
building.
4,080 doors. Now think of how many buildings are just built
Yeah.
up and
How
high.
many cars
and there's
does
just
that take
doors
to make
everywhere.
4,080? Huh? It's a lot.
Not
No. Sorry. And that's just imagining that the Empire State Building has 10 doors per residence. They're not counting all the other
yeah,
doors.
Way more than that.
Not all
Way more
cars
than that.
only have 4 wheels.
Allison, you're better than us
And-
at everything else in the world. You're wrong on this one. Okay?
Not true.
You're
Not
wrong
true.
on this one.
Okay, but hold on. Also, if we go back to what Pat said about we go to third world country, little poor village, they don't have doors. They're in an Adobe
They don't have cars
hut.
either.
Yeah, but they have wheels on other things.
Hold
what?
on, I'm
Is
going
that
back to the
wheelbarrow?
definition again.
That's a wheelbarrow. Ashley says they have 6 cars. So that's 24 wheels. Are those cars 4-door cars? Because then you have to also add the doors. How many doors do those cars have on them?
Plus the
Because then they
trunk
cancel it out.
Plus the trunk and the hood. That's 6.
That's just chaos. Yeah. It's then I need a net.
Not to
positive
mention
or a net negative
8
on doors to wheels.
Even if you want to go 18-wheeler, that's got 2 more doors on the back. That's not one door.
You
Like a
can't see me right
18-wheeler.
now, can you?
You
Nope.
can't. Hold on. Let me remove you and bring you back. Still can't see you. No.
Well, that's annoying because I was going to show you an example of a circular object that I don't know why it's not going to work. What if I stop my camera and then start it again?
Windows are doors.
No, they are not.
A hinged or sliding
A window is a
revolving barrier
window.
at the entrance to
No.
a building, room,
No.
or vehicle.
A window is a window.
It is
sliding
a sliding barrier at the
sliding
entrance to
a
a
sliding
building.
door,
Great
yes,
point.
is a door.
Great.
A sliding
What's a
door is a
window?
door.
What's a window made of? What's a window made of? It's a sliding glass door.
No, it's not.
Also, and then once you accept that windows are also doors,
It's a
the eyes are the
vertical
window to the heart.
sliding
So that's
door.
2 more
Fuck off.
doors right there.
Fuck off. No.
You fucked on this one. You fucked
If
on
you're
this one.
going that intensely, then think about all of the joints in your body that are spinning.
Oh,
lot
what
of
was your
people-
definition of a wheel? Something that
Yeah, it's
spins
not-
on an axis. Sorry, my elbow right here, not spinning on an axis.
That's a hinge
Axis.
joint.
Hinge joint, not a hinge wheel.
I
A
didn't,
lot
Oh!
of people
Oh!
in NYC
I
don't even
didn't
have a
say-
vehicle.
I did not say that your elbow was a wheel. Not every joint spins, but your hip.
Oh, that's definitely not a wheel.
My hip
It
doesn't
rotates.
spin.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I agree. I don't think that it counts as a wheel. But I think that if you're going to go so far as to say that the eyes are the windows to the soul, so that counts, then you gotta accept other things. Yes,
Nope.
Todd says, what
Only
about
what-
cogs and gears? Yes. That is every gear.
He
in-
also says, "Is this a Big Brother podcast still?" Yes, it is, because this was a
Shut up,
discussion on
Todd.
the feeds. That's why we're talking about it. We're
Mhm.
not. We just thought this was perfect for like past the gravy related like things.
Yeah.
But yes,
I mean, every
there are
window
more
is also a
doors.
door, though.
there. I think we allow that sliding glass door.
It's a
I'll give it
sliding
sliding-
barrier at the entrance to a building, room,
Is it-
or vehicle.
Okay,
So,
a
oh shit! So
window-
I wasn't even thinking about vehicles. Now you gotta add all the windows on vehicles too. Holy
Okay.
shit! This isn't even close.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Okay, hold on. No, go back because it says at the entrance. Is that what it says?
I'm sorry. Can you crawl through a window? Makes it an entrance.
No.
How do you escape if your car goes underwater? You're supposed to roll the window down, right?
I'll give you a car window.
You want me to get real dark on
Because
this?
you get in there.
You want me to get real dark on this?
Absolutely, I
windows.
do.
Okay.
Doors,
So the people that
like,
jumped out of the World Trade Centers on 9/11, that was
Yeah.
still an
Let's not-
entrance.
I'm gonna take that out of there for that. Let's not talk about 9/11 on the podcast. This is a podcast that doesn't talk about 9/11. Okay.
Also, that was they exited.
I'm gonna,
They
I'm
did
gonna
not
bring you back.
enter.
They
I'm
could
gonna bring it
have.
back. I'm
They
gonna bring
did
it
not.
back.
It
But
was
we're not gonna talk about
anywhere
9/11
you
on
can
the
exit, you
podcast,
can also
okay?
enter. I'm just saying. You asked me if I wanted to get dark, and you said I said, "Do you want me to get
I
dark?" And
didn't
said
know
yes.
you were to go 9/11 when you said that.
Hold on. Can we just like Todd
Dukes
is
of
my friend.
Hazzard.
Todd is my friend. Is Pat Dion thinking about all the gears and things that spin on an axis inside of a car?
Those
Count
don't
all
count.
those up.
Don't count.
Every
Those don't
every
count.
every fucking
Every
building that
gear
has
inside a
windows.
clock, everything that is mechanical is full of gears.
Also, just because it's a gear and it spins doesn't make it a wheel.
If it's spinning on an axle, yes, it does.
No.
I'm gonna look up the definition of a wheel right now.
It's
Yeah,
I literally already
it might
did.
hurt
It's a
it might
circular
hurt our
object that
argument.
spins on an axle.
It may hurt our argument if you look it up. So don't look it up.
A circular object that revolves on an axle and is fixed below a
It's
vehicle.
just what she said. It's exactly what she said.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Below a vehicle.
No. It the fuck does not say that.
Right here it says. I'll hold it up. You won't be able to read
I
it.
already looked it up.
That and is fixed below a vehicle
No.
or other object to enable it to move
There you go.
easily over the ground. That is literally the definition. That's what makes a wheel. Don't get mad at me that literally Google is giving a definition that
Yeah,
shits
Allison,
on
you lose
yours.
this one. I think you lose this one.
Agree to disagree, man.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
I'm not
on
giving
this
in
one.
on this. I think
We'll get
you
into
are-
this on Sunday when we have Chris join in on the podcast. Okay, I
That's
think
fine.
Chris would weigh in on this in a lot of ways. But let
Oh,
us
Chris
know
will
at
definitely
Pastor
have some
Gravy-
thoughts.
At Pastor Gravy Bro on Instagram and Twitter. Let us know more wheels in this world or more doors in this world, and like don't address like just comment on a random post and tell us
Dukes
more
of
doors or
Hazzard.
more wheels.
Can I
just so
wait?
it's,
Hold on.
like-
Can I just pause
people
you
are
for like
confused.
3 seconds?
Yes.
An MIT professor answered the question.
Nope. Doesn't count if it's not agreeing with me.
I'm just saying.
Does it agree with me?
Hold on. Let me scroll through this article.
Oh, so you have to scroll to find
There
the
are
answer
more
that agrees with you.
wheels.
Is Allison cutting out?
What? That's
Was
so
that
weird.
Allison?
That's
Hold on,
so
Allison?
what happened?
Allison, are you? What's up, Allison? I think she's got a bad connection. I don't know.
That's so weird. What happened?
Allison, is that you? Are you back?
More wheels than doors.
Oh wait, what? Damn it! Her internet fucking sucks tonight. Her internet-
Oh,
well,
I
that's
guess
all-
it's just
that's all the time-
Dallas.
That's all the time we got. That's all the time we got. Give us a follow on Twitter and on Instagram. Yeah, Raimundo says he thinks her internet dropped. I think it does. I think. Hold on. Is this? I think she might be back. Are you back? Are you back?
Fuck you.
Oh!
That wasn't very affable.
Not affable at all. Not affable at all.
I
I am
think you know
at
what
Alex.
affable means.
I don't.
I don't need to know what it means. I don't need to know.
Hold on, let me Google it.
I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat DN. Allison is at affable Allison. Give us a follow.
Friendly,
on
good natured, or easy to talk to.
Twitter.
That wasn't friendly. I was
It
right.
wasn't friendly at all. So it was not very affable. So
Right
Maybe
there.
talk to you.
I'm
Right
not
there.
Your
really
internet
anyway.
connection was not very affable tonight either.
Honestly, it
Um,
says that it's fine. I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea either. But at Past Grade Bro, Twitter, Instagram, like us on Facebook. If you're listening to us, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the fucking YouTube channel and then like screenshot that you subscribe to it. We need 100 followers. Hit us up, guys. Hit us up. I know the new YouTube channel is new, but share us with a friend that watches Big Brother. I'm very excited to talk to you guys on Sunday with our Week 5 power rankings. It's going to be very interesting to see how this weekend unfolds. Always remember that there are more doors than wheels in this world. And,
Hate Green
be
says
good to
wheels.
be good. I don't even know what you're saying. I can't understand. You just talk it out your ass now. I don't understand what you're saying. At Past Grade Bro, give us a follow, subscribe to us, 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're listening to podcasts. Until Sunday, have a great weekend and pass the gravy. Wait, what? Hold on. Pass the gravy, bros.
Big brother, it's Big Brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On past the gravy, bro.